I'm trying to be as much as possible zero. That means I try to be nothing. Because when you are nothing, then you'll be able to understand everything. Because when the zero comes before the one, when the zero comes beside the one, becomes a number, becomes 10. It has a meaning. And the one is the one that created everything, is that one. And we are all from him, from his power, from his ocean of love that he molded us, engraved us, and make our pictures, and created us. There are many people say that we have to make interfaith dialogue in order to bring different societies and different communities together. Which is very good. But the only thing that we are forgetting is that we are already together. We are already a human being from same father and same mother. If we are from same father and same mother, we have the similarities. We are either male or female. So we are already from the same origin. When that soul came to the womb of the mother, all these souls came from one origin. Means we are the same, whether we like it or we don't like it. Our Creator gave us that honor to be human beings. It is a big honor for us to be existing on earth. If we were not existing, means we will never be able to appear. And our appearance is honor. It is enough for us to say that we are human being. That is a big, big honor. They say that Sufism means the spiritual aspect of a human life is important. If we like to call it Sufism, if we like to call it spirituality, if we like to call it mysticism, if we like to call it whatever we are going to call it, it is something that we cannot change. It is the fourth dimension that no one can change it. It is coming from same place and appearing in everyone's heart. What differs from one person to another? We have the same head, similar head, eyes, ears, nose, legs, hands, brain, heart, kidneys, everything the same. But the only difference is that everyone has something that been given to him as a specification, a special element that he or she made that difference in the way how much can that person achieve of that enlightenment. That's why it is said in spiritual teachings that God said, neither my heavens nor my earth contained me, but the heart of my servant contained me. The heart of people can contain the greatness of our Lord. Neither heaven nor earth contained me, but the heart of people contained me. Means that small heart that we can see can contain all this spiritual enlightenment that everyone is asking for it and running for it. Look, if you go on the street, you see people walking this way, people walking the other direction, people going north to south, people coming south to north. Who is moving them? Who is making them to move in all these directions? And all of them, everyone thinks something different in his mind. Although we have the same brain, same characteristics, physical characteristics, but that spiritual element is changing in every person. I was looking at these candles here, and I'm looking at them and see how much they are suffering to give us light. If you put your finger on that candle, which that's it, that's correct. It will burn our finger. So immediately we feel the pain, and immediately we complain. Look, this candle is not complaining. It's giving out. It's like a fountain of light is giving. Although it is burning, but never saying anything. That's why people of spirituality, they suffer a lot, but they don't complain. If they complain, then they cannot carry the burden of others. One saint was asking his Lord, "Oh my Lord, open for me your door." He was worshipping and worshipping and worshipping and worshipping and asking for his Lord to open the door for him. And the Lord answered, "You want my door to be opened for you?" And that saint said, "Yes, I will be honored." He said, "Then you have to be a carrier of difficulties for my servants. You have to carry the difficulties of my servants. You have to be a place that people can dump on you their problems, their difficulties. At that time I open for you my door." You don't want to be relaxed, happy, and say, "Oh, I'm happy, I don't care for anyone else." No. Spiritual people must be carrying the difficulties, must be looking after human beings, what they need. And they give them from their hearts, even though they suffer, like this candle is suffering now, but not complaining. I heard one person was telling me that Sufis are tolerant people. They tolerate everything. These spiritual people can tolerate. I said tolerance is not enough. You can tolerate people to a certain extent, but the most important is to tolerance and acceptance. You have to accept them with their, whatever they are, you have to accept, tolerate them and accept them. Not only tolerate them and later do not accept them and say, no, they are wrong, I am tolerating only because I'm feeling that I have to build bridges with them. No, that's not enough. It's not enough to build bridges between communities, is to accept their presence and their existence. As you are accepting your presence and your existence, you have to accept the presence and the existence of other people. And that's why the candle is accepting to be tolerant and accepting to be burned, to give light for us. And you see after a while that disappear completely and nothing will be left. Means it will exhaust itself for the benefit of others. That is spirituality. Spirituality is to exhaust yourself by carrying the others' difficulties and give them what you can offer for them in order to make them to live in peace and happiness. That is the unconditional love and universal love for humanity. One time they invited me to give a speech in a huge library, bookstore in California. I looked, might be they have more than 100,000 titles, books, different books. And I looked at these books. Every writer, author has a book. Thousands and thousands of authors. And what all these books discussing? They are discussing one thing. They are discussing a human being. All these books, all these knowledges that this whole universe is built up on is human being. How to make a human being happy and relaxed. All this technology today, from scientific, medical technology to computer technology, to different kind of spaceship, and to study the environment, to study the warming up of the globe, to make this whole universe as a global village, is for what? It's for a human being. Means then the major focal point for us to understand is the importance of a human being to be not to be disturbed, to be living in peace on this Mother Earth. And this is the message that Islam came with. This is the message that Christianity came with. This is the message that Judaism came with. This is the message that Hinduism or Buddhism or Zennism or all kind of different faiths came with, is to make a human being to have a better life. And not only a better life, to be enlightened, to find his reality, to find the reality that he is existing for. Many people are running into this life, they don't know why they are running, what they are doing. Only they are running for paying their bills and running only to eat and drink and forgetting everything else. But in reality we are here on this universe, on this small planet that is smallest than everything else, and we are living 6 or 7 billion human beings. And the whole universe around us, we cannot see any living species, might be very far from us, but in the near universe where we are looking in the solar system, we don't see anything. This small planet, Earth, that has been given to us, human being, we are not able to keep it as clean as possible. We are polluting it with every kind of pollution. They say that factories pollution. It's not only factories pollution, it's pollution, our energy, the bad energy that comes from us is also polluting this world, polluting each other, polluting human race. We receive energy and we give energy. We receive these different kind of wavelengths. We get them, we give them. We are like a satellite dish. In this room, how many different channels there are here that we can see. And you might ask what I'm saying. If I am looking here in this environment, I can say that there are thousands of different pictures, moving pictures, but we are not seeing them. But they are there, existing. Because if you bring, let's say, 1,000 different TV and connect to every TV a cable, you can get thousands different channels. They are coming through these wavelengths that every TV can understand and decode that wavelength and give it as a picture or as a sound. So it means in this environment, in this room here, all these wavelengths are moving. Only we need a small instrument to put there and then we can see a picture. Why our hearts cannot see them? Why our eyes cannot see? We are not able to see except what we are seeing in front of us. A TV is being invented by a human being, but the heart and the human being is being created by God, which is better. If that creation cannot able to see, if us we cannot see more than what we invent, then we are losing the understanding of this universe. Because God's creation is more stronger and more powerful than human being creation. We invented television. God created us. So it means we were being given a spiritual power, that through that spiritual power you can see, you can hear what people cannot see, what people cannot hear. For some certain spiritual healers, that we were being given a spiritual power, that through that spiritual power you can see, you can hear what people cannot see, what people cannot hear. For some certain spiritual healers, that they can feel that energy moving and they can decode it and they can see the hearts of the people, what they need, and they give to everyone what she or he needs to his heart or to her heart. That's why it is mentioned and it is said that mysticism or Sufism or love, real love, is to tolerate and to accept. If someone harming you, tolerate that person and accept that harm. Means accept to carry that difficulty and make that person pure, clean. That is our job. That's why messengers and prophets and saints came. They came only to carry our difficulties and make us to feel happy. So our duty is to carry difficulties and make others to be happy. These are the keys to the divine. People are looking for reality. Buddha was looking for reality. He left his kingdom. He left his sultanate. He left his father kingdom. He was king and went into the jungle. He went into this world looking for reality, for enlightenment. Similarly, in every religion, there are people looking to find realities. And these realities cannot be found easily. You have to give up what you love. If you keep what you love in your heart and in yourself, for yourself, and not share it with others, then you cannot find enlightenment. Enlightenment only can be given when you give what you own. And what you own, you give it to others, sharing with them. There are people they are not giving from what they have been given. What we have been given is this health that we are breathing and we are hearing and we are seeing and we are feeling and we are teaching. From that we have to give to everyone in order that we will be successful in our lives. May let us pray, all of us together in this blessed night, that this enlightenment will be open on us. That where your center of understanding and learning, the center of that receiving that enlightenment is on top of our heads, where it will be like a satellite receiving that energy, and when the energy comes, we can channel it to everyone else. Like that energy being channeled now in these lamps, same energy give lights, this one give sound, this one give picture, that one gives different cooling, air conditioning or heating, but it is the same energy. All of us, we have that energy coming to us. But if you use the right instrument, then you can see, you can hear, you can feel, you can sense, you can heal from far distance. And that's why healers are able to heal. Today, there is a big advance in studying spirituality in major universities around the world. One of them is Harvard University, they are studying. They have created a faculty called mind, body, and spirit. And they are trying to understand how this healing process works. I was part of that faculty one time, and I gave speeches on that issue. And from a religious perspective or spiritual perspective, how you can heal from far away. And I don't want to enter into this subject, but I would like to say that the statistics that has been found that has been done on different patients, real patients, that they have different sicknesses, that the mantra or the ritual or the prayings that has been prayed on them or recited on them or singing on them, it affected them by healing them. Although they were not in direct contact with the healer was somewhere and the patient was somewhere else. With that concentration and focusing that energy, like you are focusing it so much that it becomes very sharp, like laser. When you focus the light of that laser and make it so sharp, it can heal. And that's why they are healing a lot of sickness through lasers now. So when you focus your energy and make it so concentrated, you can reach any person around the globe that's seeking for help, and you can help. This is the cream of that study that has been done in Harvard University. Until today, they are still more studying into this research. What I want to say is that healers, they reach that kind of power or enlightenment by tolerating and accepting everyone else. Not only tolerating, and that's what I want to emphasize, is spirituality is to tolerate and accept. I accept the child, I accept the teenager, I accept the adult, I accept the elderly man or woman, and tolerate them and accept them and give them more of what I have, not to give myself but to give them, because then I will be getting more. When you give, you get. When you are stingy, you don't get anything. Already it's enough what is in your hand. They keep it like that with you full, but if you open it, more comes to you and to the others. May God forgive us and bless us. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أستغفر الله 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 العظيم الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليه إنه